Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, I've got a little bit of an artist spotlight for you, man. It's featuring the music of an artist named Chris Rea. We're going to start with The Road to Hell and You, My Love, two songs. And then we're going to do a little bit of a bio wiki read on the man. So before I do this, man, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to Charles Hope. Charles, thanks very much for the recommendation. Charles says, my next request is for two songs from an artist named Chris Rea. He is not well known, but has a fairly extensive catalog. The first one is titled The Road to Hell. It sounds exotic, but was thought up while he was stuck in traffic in one of England's superhighways. I included a wiki link for the song because there's an album by the same name, but the link to the song itself mentions the motivation for the song. I also included a link for the album that contains the second song, And You My Love. I could find no dedicated song info on it. Thank you for the attention to detail and the detail that you give to your reactions. Be well in peace. Great, thank you, Charles. I appreciate it. What I'll do, Charles, being that I'm doing an artist focus, is I'm not going to really pay that much attention to album and song details or information. Hope you don't mind that. I want to put our focus on the man and get a little bit more familiar with the person, and we can always revisit album and song details later on down the road. So that's what we'll do, man. It's more bio information here, and let's do this with the songs. We'll do a back-to-back, and then on the back end we'll just focus on the artist bio. So let us get into this, man. I'm assuming that I'm pronouncing his surname correctly, Chris Rea. Or is it Rea? I think it's Rea. I'll go with Chris Rea until you guys correct me if I'm wrong. All right, Chris Rea, starting with The Road to Hell. Let's get it. Oh, and it's a video. Get to see what he looks like.
Stood still on a highway, I saw a woman by the side of the road, with a face that I knew like my own, reflected in my window. Well, she walked up to my quarter light, and she bent down real slow. A fearful pressure paralyzed me in my shadows. She said, son, what are you doing here? My fear for you has turned me in my grave. I said, Mama, I come to the valley of the rich, myself to sell. She said, son, this is the road to hell.
Damn.
On your journey across the wilderness, from the desert to the well, you have strayed upon the motorway to hell.
crazy to think we live in that shit. And some of us go through that shit every day of our lives. Unbelievable. And you, my love.
I do not sleep tonight. I may not ever. The sins of the past have come. See how they sit down together. Outside my window, outside my door. And I know the reason, what they've all come here for. You, my love, my sweet, sweet love, are what it's all because of. Surrender is easy. I know you do me no harm, but your innocence haunts me, the most fatal of charms. Oh, I must have done some wrong on a dark and distant day. For I know full and well tonight, this is how that I must pay. And you, my love, my sweet, sweet love, are what it's all because of.
That'd be very interesting also. His delivery reminds me of a younger version of, oh, my brain just went numb. Leonard Cohen, especially as he sings this tune. Very good artist. Great singing voice. Great subject matter. Tells an interesting story. And that voice can be used on so many different platforms. Really, really excellent. That was really good, man. So, yeah. Charles, I can totally see why you like this artist. Not very well known, but definitely really, really talented, very skilled. He's got an excellent, excellent signature sound, man. So, let's do this. Let's do a little background on Mr. Chris Rea. So, Chris Rea, Christopher Anton Rea, is an English rock and blues singer-songwriter and guitarist. Born and raised in Middlesbrough, he is of Italian and Irish descent. He is known for his distinctive husky singing and slide guitar playing, with the Guinness Rockopedia describing him as a gravel-voiced guitar stalwart. After learning to play the guitar relatively late, a short burst of local band activity led to his launching a solo career in 1978. Louder magazine calls Rea rock's ultimate survivor, given his recovery from several bouts of serious illness. He has produced 25 solo albums, with several from his later blues period, such as Blues Guitars in 2005, having multiple discs. I gotta look into his blues background. British hit singles and album says that Rea was one of the most popular UK singer-songwriters of the late 80s and already a major European star by the time he finally cracked the UK top 10 with the release of the 1989 single The Road to Hell. The Road to Hell Part 2. I guess Part 2 is when it speeds up. That being his 18th chart entry. Two of his most successful studio albums, The Road to Hell and Auberge, topped the UK albums chart. His other hit songs include I Can Hear Your Heartbeat, Stains by Girls, Josephine, On the Beach, Let's Dance, Driving Home for Christmas, Working on It, Tell Me There's a Heaven, Auberge, Looking for the Summer, Winter Song, Nothing to Fear, Julia, and If You Were Me, a duet with Elton John. Damn, brothers had a lot of hits. Rea was nominated 3 times for the Brit Award for Best British Male Artist in 88, 89, and 1990. Rea has never toured the US, where he is best known for the 1978 single Fool If You Think It's Over, which reached number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 3 weeks at number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart. Damn, man. Okay. I know that song. My mom used to play that song quite often. So that's who sings this. 1978. Damn, man. Wow. That is flooding me back with some crazy memories of her. Yo, Fool If You Think It's Over. Here's a snippet of it if I can find it. So that is his best known song. Okay. Well, I know it, so there you go. This success earned him a Grammy nomination as Best New Artist in '78. A decade later, Working on It topped the mainstream rock charts. As of 2009, Rea has sold more than 30 million records worldwide. Damn. Okay, that's the intro. Now it's going into some more breakdown. His bio is huge, man. But with 25 albums, yeah, man, he's been around a long time, since the 70s. He's got timestamps in his activity. let's do this. I'm going to read early portion, middle portion, and where he is now. So yeah, like a paragraph and a half for each increment. So from 73 to 82, early career and Fool If You Think It's Over. In 73, he joined the local Middlesbrough band Magdalene, which earlier had included David Coverdale, who had later joined Deep Purple. He began writing songs for the band and only took up singing because the singer in the band failed to show up for a playing engagement. Rea then went on to form the band The Beautiful Losers, which received Melody Maker's Best Newcomers Award in 73. He secured a solo recording deal with independent Magnet Records and released his first single entitled So Much Love in 74. The band itself split up in 77, and in 77 he performed on Hank Marvin's album The Hank Marvin Guitar Syndicate and also guested on Catherine Howe's EP The Truth of the Matter. He recorded his first album that same year, but according to Michael Levy, co-founder of Magnet, the recordings were literally burned and started over again because it did not capture his whole talent. Whatever Happened to Benny Santini, Rea's debut studio album, was released in June of 78, produced by Gus Dudgeon. The title referred to a stage name that Rea had suggested when the record label insisted that his given name did not sound croony enough. It peaked at number 49 on the Billboard Hot 200 and charted for 12 weeks. The lead single, Fool If You Think It's Over, was Rea's biggest hit in the US, reaching number 1 on the Adult Contemporary Singles chart, and also reaching number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. As Rea gave Magnet Records its first major breakthrough and its first US top 10, he was their biggest artist, the more so when he was nominated at the 21st Annual Grammy Awards as Best New Artist. Yeah, you talk about shining a spotlight on your ass. Damn. Levy remembers him as more of a thoughtful, introspective poet than a natural pop performer, which Levy felt stopped Rea from becoming a big star. Few of Rea's early singles charted in the UK. Fool performed modestly on its second release in late 78, prompted by its strong performance in the US, and that stateside success also led to Rea being categorized as a piano-playing singer-songwriter, similar to Elton John and Billy Joel, rather than the guitar player he is. For several years, Magnet marketed him based on this misconception. So, would that have hurt him? Maybe it would have hurt him because, image projection is very important where it comes to music, isn't it? So if you're being visualized as a piano player, it will appeal to some, whereas it wouldn't appeal to others. If you are a guitar-toting person, it might appeal to maybe a larger audience body. That's what I'm thinking. That's my logic. Rea says that it is still the only song I've ever not played guitar on, but it just so happened to be my first single. Rea has stated, always had a difficult relationship with fame, even before my first illness. None of my heroes were rock stars. I arrived in Hollywood for the Grammy Awards once and thought I was going to bump into people who mattered like Ry Cooder or Randy Newman, but I was surrounded by pop stars, unquote. Throughout his career, Rea has emphatically rejected the label of rock star. Very introverted. So, okay, let's jump into the middle of his career. From 89 to 94, Chart Dominance and The Road to Hell, and Auberge. Rea's 10th studio album was his major breakthrough. The Road to Hell in 89 enjoyed massive success and became his first number 1 album in the UK, being certified 6 times platinum by the BPI in 2004. While the album peaked at number 107 in the US, the single The Road to Hell Part 2 climbed to number 11 on the US mainstream rock chart and was Rea's first and only UK top 10 single. The song Texas achieved extensive radio airplay in the state itself. In December of '89, Rea performed on the Band Aid 2 single, Do They Know It's Christmas? Okay. In 1991, Auberge repeated its predecessor's success, reaching number 1 in the UK albums chart, and was another hit across Europe. The single of the same title made the UK top 20. Even at the peak of his success, Rea refused to mount an American tour or perform on MTV Unplugged, although he was a guest on Late Night with David Letterman and also performed on the show. Yeah, shy of the spotlight. I get it. Some people are like that. Someone was telling me about George Harrison, that he was really super shy of the spotlight, but he had to force himself to launch himself into it because, they were all of his friends, and so he didn't want to be left behind. So he had to suck it up and just roll with it, right? But luckily, they had Ringo in the band, and Ringo soaked up all of the spotlight. So, he was very, very happy to kind of stay a little bit in the behind and not be too much of an outgoing frontman. And the rest of the band were more outgoing. It reminds me of that. There's quite a few stories like that, I'm sure, in music. Rea said his neglect of the US market was one of his biggest mistakes because every time I see a car that's too much money, I definitely regret it, just for 5 minutes, unquote. It's a good way of seeing it. So 2016 to the present. Further illness, recovery, and retrospectives. Wow, this guy's been sick often. Rea suffered a stroke in 2016, which left him with slurred speech and reduced movement in his arms and fingers. Soon afterwards, he quit smoking to deter further strokes and recovered enough to record and tour. In September of 2017, he released his 24th album, Road Songs for Lovers, and embarked on a European tour starting in October until December. Being on tour, I imagine, is very, very taxing on the body and the mind and the spirit and everything. It's very, very challenging. And I could see that really, really adding to a lot of your physical stress and ails if you're already sickly, But maybe it actually is the juice that actually feeds you. It depends, I guess, But from what I'm gathering, doing reactions and reading all of these bios and stuff like that, being on the road takes a lot of starch out of you. On the 9th of December, Rea collapsed during a performance at the New Theatre Oxford, the 35th concert of the tour. He was taken to hospital where his condition was stabilized. This health issue caused the last 2 concerts of the tour to be cancelled. In December 2020, Rea guest starred on the Christmas edition of Mortimer and Whitehouse, Gone Fishing, where he discussed his health issues over the years. Yeah, he's a survivor, and he's thrived. On the 18th of October 2019, Rhino released 2 CD deluxe editions of 5 of the Chris Rea's most commercially successful albums, and it lists them here. I won't read them all. Each contains a remastered version of the original album on the first disc and remixes, rare and previously unreleased live tracks, single edits, and extended versions on the bonus disc. Okay, man. And that's the information that we've got for Chris Rea. Very, very, it seems, well-renowned and respected musician, even though he is not very well known. But yeah, I definitely know that song, man. And if I can find it, I'll only play a snippet of it, and hopefully it won't be enough to get blocked on YouTube or anything, get the whole video blocked. If the video gets blocked, I'll try and take that out and try it again and see if that works. Yeah, man. So back to Charles. Thanks very much for introducing me to this great artist that I never knew, but I knew one of his songs, his most popular song, Fool If You Think It's Over. Brought back some nice memories of my mom singing this and humming it. So, what have I got coming up on this platform? Pete, voiceover, Amy, Alan, Jerry, got reactions I've got to get to for you. And I should be finished this by the end of 2021. And as well, I know I've got 1 or 2 new patrons that I've got to get reactions out for. So it's going to be a busy last couple of days of the year, which is fine. I got a little bit of time being on holidays. What else was I going to say? Yeah, you guys probably might want to check out Jonesy Month. The month of January on the classic rock platform is going to be John Paul Jones Month. Now, I know a lot of his stuff that he's covered since post Led Zeppelin is not quote unquote classic rock. There's shifting of genres and stuff like that, but I will be making those postings on both platforms, and so that you can enjoy a little bit of all of it. A lot of the what if I get recommendations for a lot of Led Zeppelin content, which is more the heavier stuff. Maybe I'll keep it just on the classic rock platform. But once we start getting into a little bit more of his more contemporary works and different genred works, I'll post it also on this platform as well as the classic one, right? So you're going to get a lot of John Paul Jones in the month of January. It's definitely his, and whatever I've got in front of me where it comes to John Paul Jones, I'll do a reaction for. So you're going to get a lot of Jonesy in the month of January, just so you know. All right, man. That concludes. Yeah, speaking of John Paul Jones, recently, in the last week and a half, a lot of the content that was blocked on YouTube for Led Zeppelin has all of a sudden become unblocked. So starting yesterday, I started to repost some of the unblocked stuff. So check out the classic platform or my Patreon or my Vimeo, and you're going to see posts of the unblocked content for Led Zeppelin. But you'll see more on a daily basis if you go to the Classic Rock YouTube channel. Okay? So just so you know, that's what's happening, man. Anyway, hope you like this. I like the hell out of this. And Chris Rea are excellent. I love his voice, man. I love his slide guitar playing. And knowing that he's covered the blues, I'm definitely going to look into his catalog a little bit more. So if you have especially Chris Rea blues content that you want to share, send it my way. I've always got time to listen to shit like that. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Take care. This is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas. I might see you tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. We'll see if I'm still standing. If I'm still standing, then I might have some time to do a reaction. Otherwise, enjoy your Christmas, and I'll see you the day next time. All right? Or the day after. Peace out.